Hey Groover, have a look at two different ways to ride this little pinch for me and tell me which way you do. I'm going to break them down for you in a minute because I really want to help you transform your position control on trails. Position control is one of the 5 control skills of mountain biking. Now remember, any moment of pressure or tension you have is a moment you're reacting and out of control in some way. You might still be able to get up this pinch climb, but all the reactive riding is holding you back from even greater potential, ease, fun, and performance. When we eliminate all that pressure and tension, we can access a whole new level of mountain biking skill and ability. Now here, rider A is reacting and just surviving. He is at the back of his saddle behind his body's balance point. Because of that, he has to pull on the bar to try and keep himself from falling off the back of the bike. At the same time, he has to somehow keep some weight forward to stop the front wheel from hopping and bouncing away from the line he's trying to ride. So he tries to get his head forward and down. Because of this, he has to brace himself to the bike. He has a tight grip on the handlebar and lots of tension in his arms, which are just killing his hand-eye coordination because his arms aren't free to follow his eyes and steer the bike along the line he's creating with his eyes. Rider A is well and truly fighting with the bike to try and keep some level of control. He is bending through his spine, overworking his lower back muscles and putting lots of strain through his neck muscles. His torso muscles are uncoordinated and not working in harmony with each other towards a common goal. He's wasting a lot of energy in his upper body because of all the compensations his body has to make to try and correct each reaction he is making. He is focusing on the struggle he has created for himself, yet he thinks the bike and the trail are the biggest part of the problem. Rider A's bent back is collapsing his lungs from the bottom up, making breathing more difficult and reducing oxygen transfer to his muscles. He is wasting lots of energy. 10 to 20% of his energy is being used to brace his body to the bike, simply because he's reacting from being out of control of his position, instead of being in control in advance. All the fighting he is doing and all the force he is putting through his entire body makes him believe he's driving great power to the rear wheel. The truth is quite the opposite. He's wasting a great deal of energy in his upper body and reducing his riding efficiency by a great amount. Now let's compare Rider A's struggle to that of Rider B. Then take a look at how simple it can be for you to achieve what he is doing. Rider B is focusing on what he wants control over. He is adjusting his position in advance of every change in the trail. He has shifted his bum closer to the nose of the saddle. Instead of bending through his spine and overworking his lower abdominals, his lower back and his neck to support his upper body, he is hinging at his hips instead of his waist to engage what is called core control or core stability. With core control, every one of his torso muscles are coordinating together using very little energy to easily support his upper body in balance. Now, as the trail changes angle and shape over the rocks and roots, he's thinking in advance what he needs to do to maintain position control. He's raising and lowering his upper body by pivoting at his hips with core control instead of using his arms to pull or push on the bar. Because he is using core control to keep his upper body at its balance point at every instant, he doesn't need to brace himself to the handlebar with his arms to support that weight. His hands and arms are relaxed and free to coordinate with his vision and steer him along the line his eyes are creating with remarkable precision and ease. Rider B's spine is much straighter and longer than Rider A's, so he has full use of his lungs for more effective and efficient breathing. This all combines to form greater energy efficiency. Rider B is using almost all of his energy to transfer much more power to the wheels instead of 10 to 20% wasted bracing to the bike and fighting his own reactions to the trail. His position control is incredible. He is manipulating his position by every change in the trail to keep control over his balance, stability and posture before the trail forces him to react. He's thinking in control in advance. Here I've gone through a lot of things, but it doesn't take a long list of mountain biking techniques to get that skill. All it takes is 3 core rules. Lead the bike with your eyes, adjust your speed, position and gear in advance, and embrace every change to empower your will. Those 3 rules give you the position control I've spoken of here, as well as control over your focus, speed, gear, and embraceability. On your next pinch climb, try to become aware of all of your reactions caused from the pressure and the tension of being out of control, and shift your thinking to what Rider B is doing. Now, if you want more of my help, visit chriscarter.live and I can teach you how to use those 3 simple rules to ride in control in advance on every inch of your trails with ease. I want to help you become simply extraordinary so you can thrive on the trails and become the rider you really want to be.